Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to stream! Hello. How's everybody doing today? Hi, how are you guys? What's the energy? What's the vibe? How are we vibing today? Oh dear. Don't tell me did you crash? What happened to you? Hello? There we go. My god. She broke. It's been a long time since that's broken. Hello, everybody. Welcome to stream. How are you guys doing today? What's the energy? What's the vibe? Kibi. What's the energy? What's the vibe? Playing Persona 3 Reload. Good vibes. I have never played a Persona game. Been a long time since you used her. Oh, we again. She hasn't broken in the past, what? 4 years, 5 years that I've been using this program. Ready to draw. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm excited. I'm glad you're excited. Yogurt's watching the stream with me. Oh, let me grab Gogurt. So she can also be here with me. And have our cows with us. Found my dad's grandmother's cookbook. That's hype. That's good. We love a good family recipe. That's gonna be good. As the stream title suggests today, we're going to be drawing toys. We're going to be toy-ifying characters, which you guys voted to draw my own characters. I guess we're going to do that today. Am I using Blender? No. What? Huh? Why have there been so many people as of late coming in and like thinking that I'm gonna be 3D modeling things like that? It's like, even though it's like that, if I had a nickel, it would be 2 nickels, but that's more than I've had in like ever. Anywho, yes. So as stream title says, today we're gonna be drawing we're gonna be toy-ifying some characters. They are going to be my characters. So we're gonna be toy-ifying a bunch of my D&D characters for fun. But yes. Alright. Before we get going, though, I have to do my little spiels. First of all, we'd like to thank our sponsor for this stream, XP Pen, who have an awesome selection of digital art tablets for both beginners and advanced artists. So if you're looking for an affordable and reliable digital tablet, go browse their store. You'll find a link in the description of this video. And of course, our mission here at Wing Canvas is to make art education easily accessible to everyone. So join us for a free live stream lesson every week. Because we're not just a YouTube channel, we are an online school of illustration, helping art nerds turn their passion into income. Shout out to our amazing students and members for supporting our mission. We love seeing your incredible artwork and watching your skills improve in our classes and weekly critiques. And if you're an art nerd, be sure to join our Discord where you can find our notes and artwork from streams, as well as art challenges and other resources to help you improve as an artist. Ugh. Sorry. Anyway, before we get into it, once again, we have our submissions. It's art submission time. It's June. We have a new theme. It's Juvenile Mischief, right? I think that's it. I just checked it, and I've completely forgotten already. Yes, Juvenile Mischief is the new theme for June. So if you would ever like to have your artwork featured at the beginning of streams, be sure to join our Discord and submit some artwork for your chance to be featured with our monthly themes. And again, Juvenile Mischief. Juvenile Mischief, yeah. Juvenile Mischief. This first one is by Castle in the Discord. Every time that I see, like, somebody, like, jump from, like, a really tall place into water, I'm always like... I'm like, what a vibe, but also I would never do that. As somebody who's scared of, like, water, and, like, also is not a very daring human being, I'm like, I'd never do it, but what a vibe. Love the colors used in this one, a really nice atmosphere going on, really interesting combination decided for, the water. But it's really interesting to see, like, an analogous palette used for something like water. Really cool stuff. Thank you so much for submitting. The next piece we have is by JHTD in the Discord. This is Mischief. If if I had to like describe something, I'm like, this is Mischief. There's a lot going on here. It's a really nice, busy radial composition. We got some, they're doing their best to clean. I don't think it's working out so well for them, but they're doing their best. Thank you so much for submitting. Last but not least, we have Zipporah, who submitted in the Discord. I'm going to be biased towards comics that show up at any point. This one's really cute. I like this one. There were 2 comics, but I like this one more. What a silly set of sequence. And it's really clear, really easy to read, really simple sequence that's, like, really, really fun to see. Thank you so much for submitting. And thank you to all 3 of you for submitting your work. Again, if you would like a chance to be featured at the beginning of streams, be sure to join our Discord and submit for the monthly challenge. And again, this month is Juvenile Mischief. So make sure that you are submitting on theme. And you may have a chance to be featured at the beginning. Jesse loves comic submissions. I love comics, dude. It's time. What was the other comic? You have to join the Discord to see it. Okay. Drawing characters as toys. Now here's the deal, right? Is I have already drawn Korn as a plushie, so I'm not gonna draw him as a plushie. He is going to be here. Whoa. I reset my colors by accident. He is gonna be here, but he's not gonna be a plushie. I'm probably just gonna... No, considering what Korn is, he might actually make a better action figure. Cooking were really fun. I just have to get it. Triceps from behind done is hard. Yeah. Love muscles. But yeah, we're gonna do a few. We'll see how far I get in terms of like completion. Action figure Corn, yeah. Because I've got another character, like Ethelon is a doll. Like she is a doll, so I'm probably gonna make her the plushie instead. Nendoroid is hilarious. I'm probably gonna make him a ball jointed, like, action figure, like a proper, like, posable figure. And Nendoroid is funny though, like if we had like a Nendo. Oh, now I kind of want to do it. Like with the Nendoroid proportions. That's like funny. Oh. I'm fighting the urge to make a joke. Make the joke. Nendoroid Corn would go hard. That does go hard. You know what? You've convinced me, Jalen. It's time to make him a Nendoroid. Because the Nendoroid proportions are so funny. It's just like... Squash that boy down. Really want to make a toy OCs. Thank you so much for making this. No problem. I'm so sorry that, like... I'll be 10,000 with you. I don't know what principles or anything I could teach in terms of this. I just, like, I don't know, man. Joints and things, I suppose. Shiny lighting and plastic texture. I suppose. Nendoroids are matte, though. They're matte texture. Yeah, we're gonna see how far I get with this anyway. I'm like, I don't know to what level of completion I'm gonna have all these. Because, like, I could do multiple... You know what? We'll do it in a way where it's, like... I'm like, I'll finish one after the other, and it's like, depending on, like, what level I finish each of them, I suppose we'll see what happens. Hello. I didn't even check. I bought an Endo and never unboxed it. I've got several Nendoroids. I have Kitoa from Hunter x Hunter. I have Link from Breath of the Wild. I have Kirby. I have Meta Knight. I swear I have more, and I don't remember which ones I have. They're around here somewhere. Would kill for the Planet Robobot Kirby, though, with his mech. Hang on, I'm actually gonna grab one so I can see. They don't really have necks. They don't really have necks. This is gonna be so weird. Like, I'm like... Because Nendoroids have, like, such a specific, like, look to them. And they don't really do non-human characters, realistically. Like, it's rare. Want to plushify my cat OCs? You totally could. You have free will. You can do literally anything you want. Let me look at one of them ball-jointed dolls. I have ball-jointed dolls memorized. Don't you worry. That's the one that I know. I'm like, that one I have no problem with. I would not struggle with a ball-jointed doll in any regard. Well, they do have versions of the Nendoroids that are, like, more ball-jointy. Like, the blank ones. I might actually stick with that, because that makes a little more sense for Korn himself. Even though, realistically, like, even this isn't really right, I suppose. We'll get as close as I can. At some point I'm gonna marketable plushify my OCs. One of them will be very goofy. I love that. I have, like, with myself, I have, like, gotten the urge to make myself a plushie, like, make myself plushies of my own characters. I've made plushies of my friends' characters before I've made plushies of my own. So I'm like... Plushie the Gun Wizard so bad. Dude, you should make it. Do you know how to sew? I actually don't know if you know how to sew or not. I don't think you've ever told me if you have or not. No? Time to learn. Silly guy. And it's like I have to, like, kind of disregard some, like, structure because this is a doll and some of, like, the details are, like, painted on. That hurts. That hurts my brain, dude. That's why you're also allergic to life. That's an insane thing to say. So I made their OC and they're like, okay, Quinn. And Quinn is OP, but the GM is like, you gotta roll D20 for at least one bad attribute, and that's God. GM actually stands for Godmaster. That's That's what we're talking about here. Mr. Bonkers. Yeah. You're right, Quinn. You should not say that joke. Sorry. That's funny to, like, only me. What program do I use? Exclamation point device, Jesse. Get all your wildest answers, your wildest dreams answered. That's not true. Don't quote me on that. Hello. Oh, it's device, Jesse, Kevin. Get with the program. Oh, never mind. It's Jesse device. My fault, gang. Does it work in both ways? I thought it was the other way. Does it work the other way too? No, hang on. You made them both work. Ah, smart guy. Literally the other day, okay. That's smart. That's smart. Wasn't that funny? It was funny! It's funny in a severely upsetting way. People kept typing it backwards when I'm prompted, so I'm like, fine, fine. Yeah, I get that. Why not have both? Yeah, I mean, it works, so... Not even complaining. I should make them both slightly different for flavor text, just as like, yeah, it's a little Easter egg, yeah. I went to a, like Asian food festival yesterday, right? And I did not realize how good Vietnamese coffee is. I need Vietnamese coffee injected into my bloodstream, dude. That was so good. It's Vietnamese coffee with ube cold foam. Bro. I don't think y'all understand how good that was, dude. It was unreal. I'm just really glad that I know where their physical location is, so it's not like I just have to wait for the next festival to come around to get this coffee again. I was so like, I'm like, thank God I already know where they exist. It's so good. Cuban coffee or hot chocolate? I want to. I'm not much of a coffee person. I'm like, I prefer coffee when it's like, I like coffee the same way that I like alcohol, when it barely tastes like coffee or barely tastes like alcohol. Like, I'm like, I want it to be like a little hint. And like Viet coffee is like so sweet because it's made with like condensed milk and like, and again, like ube and whatever. You can't have coffee? Painful. It's okay. You're not missing too much. Except for Viet coffee, which I'm sorry. You are missing. You are missing out with that one. Went to a festival too, the Taste of North York, I think? Hmm. Life-changing coffee, yeah. The alcohol take, but not coffee. Admittedly, my favorite flavor is pain. I'm a severe sweet tooth. I love sweet stuff. I love my super sweet things. So I'm like, I love sweetness. except for with tea. To which, if you, like, I've had sweet, like, I went to, like, Southern America, not Southern America, like, not South America, but, like, the southern side of the United States of America. And down there, you have to ask specifically for unsweetened tea, or else they're gonna give it to you sweet, like, automatically. No. Sweet tea is disgusting. I can't handle that. I'm like, no. I'm like, I grew up with my, like, taking tea black and, like, with nothing else in it. Like, I grew up on dim sum and, like, other varying, like, Chinese, like, teas and restaurants and whatnot, where it is just the tea is always black. Like, they never add anything else into it. And, like, they give you tea instead of water, essentially, as, like, your opening drink. And I'm like, I can't put anything else in my tea. I'm like, I think the only tea that, like, I don't mind having, like, milk in is chai. And then everything else, I'm like, no. Don't even bring it near me. I'm like, I can't. Having tried the most dig. The south, yeah, the southern side of America, yeah. Southern tea is diabetes in a bottle, yeah. I grind my own coffee beans, that's hype. That's good. Coffee crisps and caramel ice caps from Tim's are the only coffee I have that's real. Coffee crisp is great. I hated coffee crisp as a child, but now I love it. Ice caps are, like, okay. If I was to get, like, a coffee from Tim's, I'm sorry, Tim's coffee is really watery to me, so I'm like, I do prefer Starbucks. But I'm like, if I do get, like, a Tim's coffee, I get the French vanilla, because I like the French vanilla a lot. My mom gets, like, a double-double, half French vanilla, and that's, like, that's her, like, drink of choice. It's pretty good, but, yeah. I hate my flavor text. They have a text limit. I don't mind a little honey, but not a natural amount of sugar. I can't. I completely agree with the watery coffee. Yeah, it's watery. I'm like, I feel bad. I think Tim Hortons food is better than Starbucks, but I think Starbucks coffee is better than Tim Hortons. Like, that's my take. Ice caps are pretty good, though. Half and half French vanilla, yeah. Getting bullied by the game. Real. I started playing, what is it? Oh, Lord have mercy. No, what's the game called? Something 33. Expedition 33. I started playing Expedition 33, and all that game is telling me so far is that I'm bad at games. I set it to easy, and I struggle, guys. Like, I don't... What? I'm so... Listen... I am like, I play The Sims and, like, easy, short indie games, and, like, I'm not built for QTEs, y'all. Is it a Souls-like? No, it's not a Souls-like. It's Souls-like in the way that the creatures are designed, but no, it's a JRPG. It's such a good game, keep going. No, I want to keep going. No, don't you worry. I'm still going. But all this game is telling me is that I'm bad at games. I'm very into this game. Don't you worry. I'm very into it. I'm just like, it's... Man, am I bad at games. So be bad. It's okay. Yeah, real. You're almost there, Kevin. I'm good at games, just that merciless difficulty is called merciless, so it's gonna be mean, yeah. No, I'm not good at games. Play it on easy mode shamelessly. Oh yeah! No, don't you worry. I will always play on easy if I have the choice to, especially with, like, rated M games, because I know that, like, they are going to build them to be a little bit harder because they expect adults to play it. So I'm like, yeah, I don't mind, like, setting it to easy. I'll only set things to, like, difficult if it's, like, a Nintendo game. Like, it's, like, the most recent Kirby game. I played that as, like, with the hardest difficulty, because I'm like, it's Kirby. I'm like, Kirby is not a hard game. So I'm like, I'm like, I know it'll be way too easy if I play it on easy. But like games like, again, like Expedition 33, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna set it to story mode because I'm like, I want the story more than I want the combat. Yeah, game is meant to be fun, is why it's called game. Yeah, I agree with the take that it's like games are meant to be fun, so play them in a way that makes it fun for you. I am like, I do not believe in like you're not playing the game right if you don't put it on like a specific difficulty. I'm like, no, that just means that you're annoying if you think that way. I'm like, games are meant to be fun. You should play them in the way that is most comfortable for you and the way that you enjoy, you know? Yeah, games are meant to be... Game is meant to be fun. Me after my 5th loss in Valorant. I don't play Valorant. That's how games stay fun for me. I ain't about to play online competitives. That's not as... I'm too toxic. I can't play... Listen, I was awful with Splatoon. I cannot imagine how I would be if I played anything else. I'd also play Minecraft in creative mode. That doesn't exist when playing Souls games. Well, the joke's on you, I don't play Souls games. I'm like, I already know. I'm like, I watch my friends play, and like, I love the aesthetic and the story of Souls games. I think that they're amazing. I know I would break down in tears if I tried to play a Souls game. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm like, I will watch all my friends play. I will get the story from them. I will live vicariously through them. I will not play it. Yeah, I think games do have intended playstyles, but that's why games have different designs. Yeah, it's like, some people enjoy certain types of games. Like me, I love, like, really heavy narrative walking sim games. Like, I love games like those. One of my favorite games of all time is Kentucky Route Zero, and that game is pretty much just reading and walking, and it's an experience. It's one of my favorites ever. Watch my dad play Subnautica. I love the game. I hate playing it. I have not played Subnautica, surprisingly. I really want to play it, though. That's a game where I just haven't played it, and I don't know why I haven't played it. Walking simulators? Yeah, you're just walking. Like, there's no battling, there's no nothing. You're kind of just walking and exploring. Like, that's all the game is. I love those. Like, I'm a huge fan of walking simulators. You'd have loved the 90s. All video games were that type of game. Yeah, I loved Kentucky Route Zero. I loved A Short Hike. Like games like those. They're so good. What Remains of Edith Finch? Amazing. I've played through Cat Quest 4 times this week and a half. That's hype. Persona games are a bit like that. You have the visual novel elements, but you also get some RPGs. Like, you get a lot of mileage variety. Okay. Here's the thing, though. I actually don't really enjoy visual novels. Which is, like, strange. I'm like, I like reading a lot in games, but somehow I don't really enjoy visual novels. I found that I don't really like playing them. I prefer to watch somebody else play. Which is, again, like, also another weird trait of mine. I'm just like, I just prefer... I'm like, I don't actually find visual novels that interesting. I also just do not, like, even if there isn't, like, a dating element, I also do not like dating sims. I just find, like, I don't really enjoy games where it's like, oh, you are taking on a role and you are going to go and actively, like, date somebody. I'm like, I don't enjoy that either. Like, whenever there's a dating option in a game, I never take it. Like, I'm like, nope, I don't want to do this. Not my vibe. I'm a completionist and I hate it. I'm only a completionist with Kirby games. I'm like, with Kirby games and small indie titles. Like, if it is a small indie title, I will spend the, like, extra time to 100% it. Because I'm like, I really appreciate the work that goes into, like games made by, like, small developers. And I'm like, I want to make sure that I play your game to the fullest. So, I'm like, I definitely try to 100% smaller games. But bigger, like, AAAs, like, I'm like, I don't even try. I'm like, nope. I'm like, as long as I do what I think is enough, I'm solid. I'm like, I'm not even gonna, like, bother. Nope, not even in Stardew Valley. Not at all. I've played Stardew Valley, and I was just like, we're all friends. I'm like, I'd much rather just be your friend. I don't really care about the dating. I don't really enjoy going through dating routes. Dating side of Persona gave birth to one of my favorite images. Oh no. The only dating sim I enjoyed is Monster Prom because it's multiplayer and incredibly stupid. I love fighting my friends over stupid stuff. That's real. I need that last star drop. Nah. Ain't my vibe. I've never been a dating person, anyway. I'm like, I have a partner, and it is by severe chance that I have a partner. I'm like, I wasn't seeking out anybody. That's not happening. I'm like, realistically, I don't like dating. So I'm like, I also don't like dating sims. They make dating in games too tedious like real life. I want dating to be fun if it's in a game. I just don't like dating. So I'm like, I don't find enjoyment in it. I'm like, I find I don't mind romance in games if, like, the person that I am playing as is not meant to be, like, a representation of me or a character where it is, like, directly addressing me. Like, if this character has, like, their own dialogue, their own personality and whatever, like, I didn't have any sort of, like, I didn't have any sort of, what do you call it? Like, hand in the character, and then there ends up being a romance, I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, that I don't really mind. But if it is, like Baldur's Gate 3, or Stardew Valley, or, what else? What other options are there? I don't know. Stuff like that, where it's like, you are the character, and you have the option to, like, go and do these things. I'm like, no. That ain't me. In the process of completing super auto pets, which is deceptively simple, but the team building is super complicated and very hard to win. 117 pets have to beat the game at max level. People with 750 hours in the game still haven't done it. Oh my god. Usually, if I can't be bothered doing sure 100%, I just do all trophies and achievements. That's how I feel too. Like, I'm like, sometimes I'll just set myself a personal goal, and if I beat that personal goal, I'm like, I'm good. I did not play The Witcher, no. If you had a pre-made character with their own story, you wouldn't mind romance, but if the character is meant to be you, you wouldn't like it. Exactly. I'm like, what example do I have with that? Like, I guess, like, I'm trying to think, like, what game, like, has, like, romance in it that I've played where I was like, oh, I really enjoyed that, but it's like, I guess, like, to a very mild extent, like, Legend of Zelda is, like, an example of that. Like, Link and Zelda, like, that kind of thing. I'm like, that's great. I'm like, love that. They're amazing. Perfect pair. I'm like, it's so fun. They find each other in every timeline. I think that that's great. But I don't, like, Stardew Valley, Baldur's Gate, that kind of vibe. I'm like, no. What else has like, roleplay? Like, I think, oh, gosh, I don't know. Anyway. I don't care for romance, but if it's an achievement, I'll do it. If it is, yeah, I'm like, if the romance is non-optional too, I'll be like, okay, like, that could be really cute, but I'm like, if I have the option to not do romance, then I will choose not to do it. I'm like, I will just be like, nope, sorry. I don't wanna. I'm like, I just don't enjoy it. But it's also ironic because I also do really enjoy romance plotlines. There is no rhyme or reason to, like, what I enjoy and what I don't enjoy. It also includes, like, another really good example of that is, like, music. I can be like, oh yeah, I really like this genre, and then people will show me songs from that genre, and I'll be like, eh. But then some I'll think are, like, really good, and others I'm just, like, whatever about. I'm like, I do not have, like, a definitive, like, pattern to what music I will enjoy and what music I won't enjoy. I am very specific and yet non-specific as well. I hate being consistent. No, I like being consistent. It's just that I'm not, and it annoys me sometimes. I said I have ball-jointed dolls. Which kind would you recommend for drawing? Look for a female one. The I don't use ball-jointed dolls for drawing. I just know ball-jointed dolls very well. I really all of my poses are off the top of my head. I don't need a ball-jointed doll for reference because I just really enjoy ball-jointed dolls. I guess I'll explain this. When you're drawing dolls, or ball-jointed dolls, or anything, getting familiar with doll work also gets you familiar with anatomy and posing. Because in order to make a doll function, you have to put, like, joints and, like, movable parts in the correct place, and they have to be able to move as lifelike as possible. And, like, being able to build those joints and recognize how the joints are meant to work really helps with anatomy in the long run. So the way that Nendoroids work, these Nendoroid dolls, I'll show you. So, hang on. Let me pull this out really fast. So, a Nendoroid, like the posable body, what they've got here is they've got ball joints for the shoulders, ball joints for the thighs, but for the arms, they have a hinge joint, and the same with the legs. They have a hinge joint that's on an angle, and it's on this angle to mimic the muscles of the arm. So down here, it's meant to mimic the bicep that goes lower than the triceps of the back of the arm, right? And then, like, over here again, same deal. It's like they have a higher, like, forearm muscle and a lower forearm muscle because the muscles interlock like a chain, right? And then the same thing here. They have one section for the upper part of the torso. This is meant to represent the thoracic part of the rib cage that bends differently than the lumbar part of the the thoracic part of the spine and the lumbar part of the spine. The lumbar is the part that is the most flexible, so they have a different section for that so that you can pose the entire body differently. And then just to keep it simple, it looks like they just have, like, well, there's a hinge for the feet, but it looks like the hands are kind of just on, like a screw, or, like, just a general, like, rotating joint, so it's like you can just position the hands in any way. But yeah, so it's like understanding a doll also helps you understand how bodies move, and just knowing what pieces to place where and how they need to be shaped so that you can have the most natural look, but also the most freedom of movement is really important with design. It's almost like that's how people move, yeah. Dolls take a lot of engineering, which is like, I really enjoy dolls and doll work. I've sculpted and made an elastic doll, like it's ball jointed, but it's a strung up doll from the inside, so it's like every joint is tied on like a really, really tight elastic, so then you can like pose it and it just kind of sticks in that due to like the tension of the elastic. I've done that. That was my first doll that I'd ever sculpted. It was for my partner. I made a dragon for him. That was that was really tough. It was like 2 weeks of work and like fitting stuff together and praying. Like it was a lot of work, but it was really fun. Especially the neck, yeah. The neck I did with what do you call it? It was done with cups. So it was like I had like the dragon's head, let's say, and then it was like each section of the neck was done with like a different like pinch pot, essentially. Like that. So it was like each section, like there was an interior, and like they sort of like stacked on top of each other like it was a bunch of like cups like that. Each of the cups had like a hole at the top. The back of the dragon's neck had a hook in here, and then there was also another hook at the base of the body here, and an elastic was like wound really tight that went through all of like the openings of all the pinch pots. So like the neck was like free moving, but because of the tension of the elastic, it kept it all held together. I did that with the neck. I did it with the tail. The body was, I think I actually kept the torso as one big piece. I kept the torso as one big piece because I was running out of time. But yeah. It's fun. It's fun to think of stuff like that. But yeah, anatomy comes in more than just knowing bone names and muscle names. Anatomy is understanding how the body actually functions and moves, and using that to inform you how to illustrate things and how to place things. Does it cost more to get them already together or in pieces? I don't know. This little man or a cord is giving up. Yeah, he's so silly. Oh my god. It's so funny. Drawing this has actually been like, it could be feasible to make a figure of corn. I'm like drawing this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, this isn't an impossibility. I'm like, this is something I could feasibly do. I got a new phone recently, and it's like, I got a new phone as like part of my early birthday gift to myself, and like, I am like, it's the Z Flip 5, the Z Flip 5, and I love that the screen on the front is so big. I've had the Z Flip 4 before. That was my other phone before this one. But I'm like, I love the, like... It's so, like... It's so nice. Taking selfies is so easy now! Jesse phone review. Don't listen to my review because everybody else says this phone sucks, but I love this phone so much. I like the Z Flip series. I don't care what anybody says. I think they're so cute. And they're great because they're so small and compact. I'm like, I don't even have to worry about, like, if it fits in something because it will always fit. Yeah, not sponsored. True, I'm not sponsored. I just really like this phone. It's the only thing that matters, exactly. I'm sure you can also see I have, I'm sure you can see I also have another, like, file open. I have been so inspired. Again, after that, like, Asian market, I was like, I was so inspired. I'm like, I haven't done, like, a big composition, like, a big, just personal piece for myself in a long time. And I was like, I'm feeling it. I am so ready to just make a really huge piece. And I'm like, I really want to, like, finish this one. I'm like chomping at the bit. I'm like, when I can continue to work on this after, like, stream or something. I'm like, I really want to finish it. Because it's like so much fun. It's so fun to work on. Thank you. Feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? A little bit. Now, I could just use a soft brush. I'm feeling like I want, like, that kind of, like, slightly matte textured, plastic sort of, like, look. So I'm using this brush instead. Just to give it a little bit of that. So it's not so flat. Always throwing out heat, Jesse. I wish I had that kind of consistency working up to it. Yeah, you're working up to it. I personally, like, again, this is the first huge personal piece I've done in a long time. So, like, consistency? Not necessarily. Like, I have to consistently draw because it's my job, but otherwise, I'm like, I don't always necessarily have, like, a consistent, like, yes, I'm going to do this big piece constantly. It's like, it's not like I'm making a big piece every week or something. Also, to bake stuff for other people and a ton of work. I'm like, I don't know if I haven't done like a big thing for anyone outside of like commission work in a long time. Like a commission work, sometimes they're big, sometimes they're not. More often than not, they're not because it's just a character. And I'm like, it's not like it's anything crazy. Oh my god. Ugh. That would be a nightmare. Drawing a lot without wanting to do it. Well, I got bad news for you. If you wanted to be a professional artist. That is like 90% of the job sometimes. You consider your thumbnails big? No, not at all. What do you mean thumbnails? Like which thumbnails? Like the ones that like I sketch out or like... Oh, sorry. YouTube Pokemon-esque ones? No, those ones aren't that big. Especially because, like, I have to, like, downsize my own style a lot for those. Like, they're not... I don't consider them big. Sorry, I hit my knee on my desk. Big is like yours, Quinn. Like that's a big one. Like that is a big commission. I've got 3 really large ones right now. I'm like juggling all 3 at once, and it's like I do have a YouTube thumbnail to finish between though, because like I need to, that one has like a deadline, so that one I have to like prioritize first. I'm like, I tend to work on my commissions out of order, like Like, I'll start them in order, but I'll, like, finish them out of order because some of them are just a lot simpler than others. So it's like a back and forth. That pulses, yeah. So what I'm doing right now is I'm making the painted on, quote unquote, details look more painted on. So then it all feels flat rather than... rather than like as if it was all like three-dimensionally on there. Does Corn have any abilities for his little feet? You're so right. Hang on. He has a little stand now. He's a D&D mini now. Oh my god, you're right. Yippee! Just a little guy. Imagine if the doll spoke and he spoke with a slightly high-pitched version. What do you mean? He has a voice! Does Corn come with any accessories? Oh, he might come with his axe. He would come with his axe. For sure. Drawing the toy axe would just be me drawing his axe, though. So I'm like, I'll leave it. You can use your imagination. I'm gonna draw a second toy. Axe sold separately. Oh yeah, sorry. I have to maximize capitalism. Can you do Neptune? I can do Neptune, yeah. What brush should I use for the rendering? It's this one. I don't know where I got it from. I just have it. It showed up one day. It looks like this. It's just kind of like a textured square. I'll be so real. I have no clue where I got it from. I don't understand how to draw horses. Horses are easy. I love horses. Someone clearly didn't watch My Little Pony when they were a child. Or when they were adult. If you're an adult. Don't tell me your age! Nobody tell me your ages! Haunts. His body's a little too big, but that's okay. It's more like that, yeah. Haunts. Haunts. Watch MLP because I'm based. So did I. I grew up on My Little Pony. It's like, why do you think I draw Blitzel this really specific way? Like... You know what I mean? Like, I draw Blitzel so, like... it's so My Little Pony. Like, the way that I draw Blitzel is so funny. It's very similar with how I draw Zebstrika, too. Like, I'm like... Yeah. I'm sure you can tell I'm extremely excited for Black Bolt and White Flare, because it is an amazing day to have non-popular favorites from Generation 5! Oh, it's a brilliant day! You gonna make him a little pony toy today, too? Nah. Yeah, tempo. I love how done with it Zebstrika immediately looked. I mean, Zebstrika, the actual art for Zebstrika, he just looks so angry. Favorites are Bulbasaur and Garchomp. No. My favorites, I love the Blitzel line. I love the Venipede line. Like, those are like my two top favorites. Love Gen 5. What would I do for Neptune? Realistically, Neptune would be like a Labubu. Like, she would be like one of those like marketable plushie keychains that you would get hanging off of your bag. Like, that's what Neptune is, realistically. We're gonna do that. Can't wait for my Sudowoodo and Scolipede. Amazing! I do like a lot of Gen 5. Those are just my guys. I am so biased towards Gen 5. I love Gen 5. Mimikyu and Snub, the evolutions, literally any creature like Pokemon. My favorite of like the little orbs, I love Pincurchin. Pincurchin is my favorite of those like orby guys. But yeah, I love the Venipede line. My favorite Pokemon types are bug types. I love bug types. Made a bug type Eevee based off of a poodle moth. My opinion is that the poodle moth is too obvious. People always do Eevees based off of moths, bees, butterflies. I'm like, that's too obvious. Let's base bug type Eevee off of a slug. I'm not even joking. I'm like, and there are such obvious choices. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a poodle moth. And like, yeah, because they're both fluffy. Boring. Let's do something different. Let's have something more interesting. I've done like a bunch of like Fakemon evolutions. I'm like, I've done the bug type evolution. I've done it based off of a slug. I'm like, it was a snail. He was a snail because, like, the tail curled up. It was like... What was it? It was like this. And then, like, its ears were like the eye thingies that, like, slugs have. And it had, like, the two, like, pods like this. And then the tail came up and curled like this. Like, that was the snail evolution, like that. Like, that was my idea for, like, bug-type Eevee. Because I'm like, again, everybody does the same thing. It's like, oh, poodle moth. Oh, the bee. Oh, you know, that kind of thing. I'm like, let's think outside the box, friends. I'm like, we gotta do something more interesting. I was trying to design a mantis one at one point as well, and I couldn't think of anything that was, like, Pokemon enough, you know? There she is. Isn't Mantis evolution just Scyther? I'm thinking... No. Rhino Beetle could be cute too, yeah. Yeah, because it was that one. I did the dragon type. I did a dragon type evolution. I did a... Like, these are the finished ones. It was a dragon type. There was a fighting type. There was... Which I, personally, of the ones that I designed, the fighting type is my least favorite. Yeah. I had fighting, dragon, normal, flying were the ones that I did for my partner. So this was the flying one, Levion. There was the... This is like the normal one, and then the shiny. It's like a storm cloud. So this was the flying type one. This is the Eevee. So just like bigger Eevee, essentially. So just bigger Eevee. Which I really like these ears, actually. I like how I did the ears. And then Drakeon, the dragon type evolution, which I way prefer the shiny. Because I like the I like the Arizona tea colors. I think it's really cute. And then Champion, yeah. Which I think that this design is kind of lame, but Crow really likes it. My initial idea for Champion was like it to be a knight, but then Crow was like, that's gonna be too like steel type looking, and I was like, I guess. So I'm like, I do like the ears as like the headband idea. I think that that's cute, but I'm like, you know, I'm like, to me, this design is just very whatever. Like, I don't really enjoy it. I guess it's also just because I don't really like fighting types, to Quinn's dismay. I'd be old school. My favorite Pokemon has always been Lucario, Zoroark, and Arceus. Even others, but I can't remember their names. I mean, to be fair, Lucario is like Gen what? Lucario really that's Gen 3, I think. Arceus is Gen 4. Zoroark is Gen 5. That's not that old school, I don't think. They are definitely older, but you have Zoroark in there, so Gen 5 supremacy, so... The one thing we disagree about, yeah. I like Entei and Xerneas. Entei is my least favorite of the dogs. I don't like Entei. Fighting type is really hard to design for. Yeah, I'm like, fighting type is really hard to design for if, like, you don't want to make it look like every other fighting type. Because I'm like, fighting types feel very, like, one note to me. I'm like, I enjoy when they have something different with fighting type. Like, take, like, Slitherwing, for instance. I'm like, fighting bug, awesome. I'm like, I love Slitherwing so much. But I'm like, throw, sock, the, what do you call it? The Machamp line. Like, it's all very, like, whatever. I'm like, I don't really enjoy it that much. It's almost like most fighting types are designed after styles of fighting. No, I understand this. It's just, I don't enjoy the look. Because a good chunk of fighting types as well just end up being, like, dudes. And I'm like, I don't really enjoy that. I'm like, especially because Pokemon are meant to be, like, creatures. I am like, they feel less creature-y to me. And I'm like, I would much rather them look more like critters than, like, just, like, men, I suppose. Well, not even just men. Like people. They kind of just look like people. I'm like, I don't really enjoy that. It's like, I would much rather have, like, my feral, like, creature. I'm like, because, like... My favorite part about them? No. I don't like that they look like people. I'm like, I would much rather, like, them look like critters. Maybe that's why I like bug types so much, because they're so creature. Like, it's like they're so creature. Charge-a-bug? Perfect design. What are we talking about here? Spupa? Perfect design. Absolutely perfect design, Spupa. Spupa's so good, dude. Scolipede? Phenomenal. Centiscorch? Amazing. Silcoon? Cascoon? Orbs. Phenomenal. It's like, I want creature. Charge-a-bug is unironically one of my favorite bug types. Same. I love Charge-a-bug. He's just a box. He's so good. Like, why does he look like that? Quinn, have you seen the big Charge-a-bug plush? Like the life-size Charge-a-bug plush? Scatterbug's pretty good. I like Scatterbug. I prefer Spupa. Like, that's like a bug line that gets better, though, the higher it evolves. They have one? Yeah! Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. You seeing this guy? Hang on. Take a look at this guy. He's big! He's perfect! The Mochirichi. Charge-a-bug plush. Like, look how big he is. He's life-sized. He's big! He's amazing! I want this plush so bad. Crow is, like, determined to get it for me, but I'm like, it's okay if you don't get it for me. I'm like, I can get it for myself. They're phenomenal. I love Charge-a-bug. Charge-a-bug is so underrated. I love Charge-a-bug. Surfetch was a great design for a fighting type. I did like Surfetch. Surfetch is really good. I will have to disagree on Infernape. I don't... Okay. Maybe this is also controversial, especially, like, when I was growing up, everybody thought that monkeys were really, really cute. I do not enjoy, like, monkeys. Like, I don't think that they're cute. They're a little too uncanny valley for me. I'm like, they're a little too people-like. I don't like it. I'm like, also does not spark joy. So I'm like, I also don't tend to like a lot of, like, the monkey Pokemon. Like, one of my partner's favorite starter lines is, like, the Chimchar line. I don't like the Chimchar line. That's understandable. Yeah, I'm just like, I just don't find them cute. I'm like, especially growing up in, like, the early 2000s, it was like, you know how people talk about, like, capybaras? Like, that's Like how people talk about capybaras and like blobfish and like axolotls, like that's how people used to talk about monkeys back in like the early 2000s. And like I could not be bothered. I hated monkeys when I was little because I was Year of the Monkey, but then I grew up and decided hating was cringe. Yeah. Moodang! Yeah, Moodang as well. Like, early 2000s, like, monkeys in the early 2000s were, like, the pop culture, like, icons. Hang on, I'll be, give me, like, 5 seconds. Well, not 5 seconds, give me, like, a minute. I'm gonna go and get water. I'll be right back. Did you guys hear my brother scream? I'm sorry if you did. We did? Okay. I'm sorry. That was him, yeah. That was my brother. Stop it! Leave me alone.
Sorry, what?
Leave me alone.
Why?
I don't. They heard you scream.
That's awesome.
No. Leave. Axolotls are amazing critters. I like axolotls. I will agree. Axolotls are a good time. He's bullying. Yeah, that's what little brothers do. It's okay. Was your brother going to be a guest instructor? I don't know. I don't know how much my brother likes teaching. Ooh, vibes. Kevin, why didn't you just text me? You could have just said that in the stream. You DM me. Why did you ping me in members chat? Yeah. See, I don't know anything about competitive. I pick the ones that I think are the silliest, so I'm probably gonna lose. Is he an annoying brother? No. No, I love my brother. He's strange, but yes.
Sorry, what was that I just heard?
What?
What is that I just heard?
They're talking about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think I'm annoying. Sometimes. Sometimes. Like, I'm a pretty big fan of myself, too. But
Okay. Fair enough.
it's alright. Did you get an... Oh, you did get a new phone.
Yeah. I've had this phone for like a week.
Oh.
Or I got it on Tuesday.
That hasn't been a week.
It's been almost a week.
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's the same color as our dining room table.
That's right. That's right.
I need to do my job.
Hmm?
I need to do my job.
But, like, do you, though?
I do.
Like, if you really think about it, like, jobs are really only for, like, societal reasons. Like, what kind of emotional purpose do they serve, you know? You know what I mean?
They're saying hi.
Hi!
My mod is saying that he loves you.
Oh, yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of myself, too. Yeah.
You hear that, Kevin?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, I don't know what you're doing for dinner, but I'll be with you.
Okay. There he goes again. It's just like my brother. Yep. He's a regular brother. Yeah, he's just a brother. He is currently doing the same college program that I did, but he is actually determined to finish it. So he'll get farther than I did for sure. Can we Terra? Kevin, do you know what Terra is? Do you know what that means? I didn't think so. Yeah, he's old. Yeah, Kevin doesn't know anything past like Mega Evolution, I don't think. Like, Kevin, do you know what Gigantamaxing is? Slowly deletes Incineroar from the list. Giganta who? That's what I thought. He's basically fighting type. He literally should have been fighting type. Like, I can't... Like, I understand, like, why they're like, oh, he's evil or whatever. But I'm like, no, he wanted to make another firefighting type. You could have just made him firefighting type. They did that so the fans didn't outrage, yeah. Hisuian Decidueye is a really good fighting type. I like Hisuian Decidueye. Again, like one of the ones where it's like they're more creature, but they are fighting type. I think, what is it? Galarian Zapdos is also fighting type, if I remember correctly. That one's also good. French Ember Fire Ghost. That could be cool. That could be super cool. Not about Alola versions. That could. Oh, then you're cut off his Z moves. Oh, that's an unfortunate place to cut off. Fighting type Zapdos is a thing? Yeah. You should look up the Galarian versions of the legendary birds. I want to see your live opinions. Look up the Galarian legendary birds. Me personally, I like them more than the originals. I want to see your opinion as a resident old person. I want to see... You're not even that old. I want to see what your opinion is. Love Zapdos. Yeah, Galarian Zapdos is great. Phenomenal. Great design. I love the Galarian legendary birds. Last two starters were Fire Ghost. Yeah, Fire Ghost is a good typing. The Dirge, Skeledirge, amazing. Galarian Moltres is pretty cool. Yeah, I love Galarian Articuno. These are cool, yeah. What animal do you think could work as a fighting type? A lot of animals I think could work as fighting types. I, like, would love to see more, like, Because, like, the water fighting types, like, I think, like... Cool, some nice rework. We don't have kangaroo Pokemon yet. We do! It's Kangaskhan! Kangaskhan! She's a kangaroo! Hang on. Fighting water type Pokemon. Water fighting type. Do we really only... Hang on, we only have 3 water fighting types? No! There's more than that! Shoot! We really don't have that many water fighting types. What have I been thinking of then? What the heck is Crabrawler? Hang on. Crabrawler. That's... He's just pure fighting. Okay. Crabrawler sucks, though. Let's be real here. Crabrawler, Crabrobitable are so ugly, dude. She doesn't look like one. Pure fighting, yeah. Crabrawler, Crabrobitable are L Pokemon. They're so ugly. The heck is Clobopus? Hang on. Clobopus. Also pure fighting. What the heck? What am I... Graplocked is pure fighting? I thought that was water fighting. It's just pure fighting. They suck both in design and battle. 7 weaknesses, yeah. Fighting ice is not... not amazing. There better be a hippo one. There are so many hippo Pokemon. There's literally one called Hippowdon. Like... Hippopotas. Yeah. Graplocked is also really ugly. Graplocked? Okay. Cause, like, I don't think you understand how ugly Graplocked is. Hang on. We're analyzing this real quick. Cause, we need to talk about this. Cause Clobopus is really cute. Graplocked is a disaster. So, like, first of all, you've got Graplocked, right? If you know the answer, do not tell me. Where do you think the mouth is? If you had to guess, the people who do not, this is real, the people who do not know this Pokemon, who do not recognize this Pokemon, I want you to guess where, second favorite Pokemon, I'm sorry, Quinn, I need to, I need to say this. This is real. No, he's real. He's very real, okay? I want you to guess where the mouth is. Oh, Fire Ghost is great. No, Fire Ghost is great. I'm sorry, Quinn. I have to speak about this one. Jujutsu Pokemon. I'm sorry, Quinn. I have to do this. The mouth is here, by the way. That's the mouth. That's right here. That's the mouth. And he's got like the his another tentacle wrapped around for like the belt. Josh is being weird. I thought you liked the weird ones. Weird ones are one thing, but he's ugly, bro. I'm sorry. I can't. He's ugly. I don't like him. Clobopus is so good though. Like it's a belt. It is no, you don't understand because Clobopus is so good. Clobopus is so cute, but then Graplocked is a disaster. No, you're not. Hang on. Open image in new tab. Copy. Copy image. Let me copy the image. Thank you. Like, look at how cute this little baby is. Clobopus is so good. No. Like, Clobopus is so good. He's so cute. And then Graplocked is a disaster. They have no justice. It's severely upsetting. Severely upsetting. That we can agree on, yes. Clobopus is amazing. I'll let you know that Crow also hates Graplocked. Like, it's not just me. Like, I am dissing Graplocked. Crow has a severe hatred of Graplocked because he loves Clobopus. So I like... Yeah. I'm like, Crow hates Clobopus. Not Clobopus. Crow loves Clobopus. He hates Graplocked. Hang on. What type is... Barbarical? What is Rock Water? Oh, he's not even fighting type. He's just ugly. I'll be the Graplocked guy, I guess. Barbarical's also ugly. You ready for this? Look at this guy. What are we? A mess. What a mess of a design. This is the... God! So ugly. I hate this guy. Popular favorite. Wow. Do you like... No, don't tell me you like Barbarical. That's not okay, Quinn. We can't be... He's ugly, but not because he looks fighting. No, he's just ugly. This is not like a fighting type where I'm like, oh, he's fighting type, so he's ugly. No, this guy's just ugly, dude. The arm, no, he's just, this is just a mess of a design. Barbarical is, and the pre-Evo Binacle, I don't like this guy either. I don't like him either. I think he's also ugly. This guy, look at this guy. What a mess of a creature. I don't like this one either. We're not gonna, you don't have to talk about that. Fire the guy that pitched that one. I like formed character, but he's weird. He's weird. I don't like him. Okay. Okay. My most hated Pokemon. My personal most hated Pokemon is Enamorus. Okay? And I never, before Enamorus, I had, like, Pokemon that I didn't like. I did not have any Pokemon that I hated with, like, a vitriol. I despise Enamorus. Okay. Let me break it down for you, okay? I start dancing. No. Enamorus. Okay. We're gonna look up Enamorus really quickly. This is a legendary. Enamorus is, what a disaster. What a disaster of a design. What a terrible missed opportunity of a design, okay? We got two versions, okay? For those of you who would know Black and White, Enamorus is the fourth of the genies. So is the sister of the genies, right? Where, like, because you had Tornadus, Thundurus, Landorus, right? Those were, like, the three genies, right? And then for Hisuian, then they brought the Hisuian Pokemon around. They redid. They had like an ancient version of Gen 4. They brought in Enamorus, and she's like the fourth one. She's like the sister, right? Now, the lore of like the genies, right, is they're based on like an old folktale, right? And they're all four of them are based on natural disasters. That was the thing. And like, so, obviously, Tornadus, Thundurus, Landorus, right? They were all based on their respective natural disasters. And they all had an animal. Thundurus was a bird, and Landorus was like a lion, and Tornadus was like a dragon. The fourth one is a turtle. The turtle. You know what the turtle is based on? Tsunamis! The fourth one was supposed to be a tsunami. And what did they do? They made it a girl, and they made her based on love. Sexism, methinks? Just because she's a girl, she can't be based on, like, tsunamis and, like, the power of, like, a raging, like, ocean? Like, just because it's, like, they made her the sister, they had to, like, change the whole theming and make her based on Valentine's Day? Like, I'm like, yeah, it could have been so cool. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the missed opportunity of this design. Again, we've got Thundurus, we've got Landorus, we've got Tornadus. Again, based on those, like, destructive, terrible natural disasters. And then the fourth one is supposed to be tsunamis. What do we get? We get love. Because she's a girl. I'm like, if you're gonna, I'm like, that's awesome. If you chose to make her, like, the third one a woman, I'm like, that's great. I'm like, let's add some variation in here. But then they decide, like, oh yeah, is woman? No natural disaster for you. We're gonna instead change it, so you're pink and covered in hearts, and you're based on love now. What a disaster. What a missed opportunity. What an annoying choice, dude. These designs are ugly too, bro. Like, what are we looking at here? What is it? I hate this right here. It's like they gave her, like, the Princess Peach lips, but then, like, they spread it out, but then, like, her mouth is right there, like, that little lip right there, so it's like the rest of this is just there for some reason. And I'm like, I don't get what's going on here. I don't like this wrapping thing. These hearts are way too prominent. Like, they're so out of place on this whole design. And then the same deal here. It's just like, this is, what a mess. What a mess of a design, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, so Enamorus, I hate Enamorus with every inch of my being. It could have been based off of a siren. Yeah, you could have done a siren. Like, there's so many options. There are so many better choices. What a missed opportunity. What a disaster. Anyway, there's my rant on the worst Pokemon design ever. And Bruxish exists, dudes. Like, you can imagine. Me making it into a short. The Enamorous lovers are gonna come after me. I don't know who likes Enamorous, but, you know. Stream idea, Jessie redesigns Pokemon she hates. Some Pokemon that I hate for no good reason, though. Who do I also hate? What other Pokemon do I hate? Capsakid? I don't like Capsakid. I don't like Capsakid, I don't like Skullvillain. Why? I just don't like them. I don't like them. I think they're ugly. There's no... They're just not... They do not spark joy. I hated too much pink. Pink is not the problem. Don't get me wrong. My whole setup is pink. I love me a good pink. They just made such a terrible missed opportunity with making her the love Pokemon instead of, like, something cool. Like what she's supposed to be based on. Like they had the answer in their hands, and they're like, he's girl? Bruxish is a choice. Bruxish was a choice that should not have been made, methinks. People are passionate about Pokemon? Yeah, listen to me. Oh, he's so cute. Mr. Half said you might want to refresh because you are like super behind. I said this thing about Skullvillain like a minute and a half ago. I don't remember what Neptune's colors are. I don't have all of them on here. Where are you? My quiet baby. There you are. My girl. No idea what my least favorite Pokemon is. There's 1,000. There's 1,000 of them. I'm sure you can find one that you dislike. There is always an option. It's a new outfit. She got it a while ago. She got this outfit before we fought the 4th gym. And it's been like several months since then. Yeah, it is new. She's slowly looking more and more like an electric type trainer. I mean, she already looked like an electric type trainer when we started out, but like now it's like she's really like rocking it. This character am I confused? This is my character. Her name is Neptune. She's one of my D&D characters. She is the character. The reason why we're talking about Pokemon. She's my Pokemon D&D character. So like I play as her in like a Pokemon D&D campaign. Her starter was a Blitzel, who is now a Zebstrika, named Tempo. Did I end up a minute behind? I don't know. Yeah, no problem. Here, let's do a little test. Everybody type 1 in chat when you hear me say this. Let's just do this for fun. Everybody type 1 in chat when you hear me say this. There we go. Now you're caught up. Wonderful. That's about as much lag as I expect. As for wonderful, wonderful. How far behind is... Hang on. How far behind is Liam? Love pink. My whole spider persona is pink. My room is pink. The shades do not work together. They're just really intense. They are really intense shades of pink. Like, I will give you that. They are some pretty intense shades of pink. Yeah, an Amaryllis was a choice that shouldn't have been made. Like, I stand so, like, heavily by that. This is so funny. Once again, we'll be using a more textured brush. There we go. Just to not have it be so flat looking. I'm gonna actually stick to the other one. I'm like, I tried that one, I'm like, actually, I don't think I like that. Let's do... Yeah, let's stick with this one. Because this is still fabric. So it's not like... It's not like it's gonna be super smooth. It's probably a little late. Probably so delayed. Oh my god, yeah, you're delayed by like 5 minutes. Hang on, refresh your page. You are so delayed. Really quite a bit. Yeah, you're replying to that now? Hang on. Deciding a water Pokemon, tiger, maybe dark. I don't know. I started wondering why I was saying what. Yeah, you were real far behind. That's a large delay. Yeah, can somebody tell them that they're like 5 minutes behind? It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, can somebody like tell? Because they won't hear me say it for a little bit. Ask them to refresh or something. Internet is good too, yeah. Sometimes it happens though. If you click the live button, it'll be gray. It'll show red. Watch for it to not be red. Yeah. If the live button isn't red, then that means you're not watching it live. You're behind. What I'm doing right now is I'm isolating sections, and that kind of just makes it a little bit easier to shade. It's red? Oh. Okay, well, you're not as behind now, I don't think. Now you're caught up, then you should be. Refresh that maybe. Why? Oh, yeah. That would do it. He's cute, I want one. Me too. I want a Neptune plushie. What the heck? She's my character. I can do it. This is a possibility. I have the technology. I have the knowledge. How hard could it be? I can figure it out. My hubris says that I can do it, so I'll figure it out. You know? Make this into merch and then we can all have one. We do not have the means to make plush merch, I don't believe. Kevin, next sponsorship? Perhaps? The urge to make all characters into plushies, yeah. Just believing you can do it. Exactly. My hubris says that I can do it. Therefore, I will. At some point. Silly! Silly. Need to try this one day, adding to the list, yeah. I love cute plushy cats. I do enjoy cats. I do enjoy a good cat. I do prefer, elephants and cows, though. Now, if you notice, I'm not adding any, like, subsurface scattering, nothing like that, because this is a plush, so it's not like she has any of that, right? She's so funny. I'm actually going to make the blushy cheeks a slightly less natural color. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a pink. Yay! Oh my god. Would kill to own this, I think. Okay, wouldn't actually kill, but you know what I mean. Kill with kindness, yeah.
Yeah, 13 minutes left? Yeah, I'll call it. As in, like, I'll just stop working on these. I'll be here for another 13 minutes, but... Cute! Silly! Silly guys!
Just make the background something that isn't gray. Blue. Blue. We talked about pink a lot, actually. Let's make it pink. Just cause. Yippee! Hooray! I TM'd Kevin my team. Oh shoot, I forgot that that was a thing. Tickled pink today. I love pink. So cute! Silly guys! Okay, cool. Stream 132. Wow, wow! Each sold separately, yeah. Lord. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... We'll call that in terms of, like, I'm just done working on these guys. You guys get to watch me work on this one instead. Because I want to work on this so bad, dude. Layers this. Okay. Sinner's one of my faves, also, but not because he's good. I just like wrestler Pokemon. Fair enough. It does not spark joy for me, but that's okay. Just means that I am not the target audience. The cool personal setting is literally just me, like... Ugh, it's so good. Like, this is what the stand I went to looked like. Like, this is what it was. And I got giant grilled oysters. Bro. I've never actually... It's so funny. I've never had cooked oysters before. I've only ever had them raw. So it was, like, my first time eating, like, a cooked oyster. Bro. That was an experience like no other. Oh my god. Hang on, I have a picture of them. They're so good, dude. I sent them to a friend of mine. Look at this, dude. Oh! The garlic and, like, the caramelized onion and the... Ugh! Gosh, I watched it grilled in front of me. Wow. Oh my god. I want them again. I demolish oysters, dude. I love oysters. I'm such a big seafood person. Yeah, they're so good, dude. Like, genuinely, oh. Don't like seafood? More for me. Bonkers opinion. Like, you don't like... I hate the fishy taste? Well, it's all fish, so... Hot pot the other day? Bro, I love hot pot. Hot pot's so good. Oh, you've never had quail eggs? I love quail eggs. My mom makes quail eggs sometimes. Okay, seafood slaps. I love seafood boil. Seafood boil's awesome. Oh yeah, hot pot's delicious. Yeah. I love fish. Calamari, delicious, amazing. Calamari, crab, also amazing choice. Love crab. I actually do prefer lobster, but I love crab as well. Seafood is so good, dude. Ugh. Okay. When I first tried uni, which if those who don't know what uni is sea urchin. The first time I tried uni, I didn't like it, which I was really disappointed by because I was really excited to try it, but then I had it, and like to me, it tasted like the bottom of an aquarium, and I was like, this is gross. It wasn't until I went to an omakase, which is like a really expensive like sushi dining experience, and I had like high quality uni, and I was like, never mind. I think I actually do really like this. It was so good, dude. Yeah, calamari's so good. I want sushi, same. Man, I don't know what we're having for dinner tonight, so I don't know. Never had lobster when I'm young, so I don't think it's that weird. I'll go with myself when I can afford it. Real. The first time I had lobster, I was a kid the first time that I had lobster. I don't remember, like I'm pretty sure my mom made it for us. She just bought, like, a whole lobster and, like, cooked it. And had, like, homemade garlic butter and everything. Ugh! Gosh. So good, dude. Having beef stew cooked in red wine over rice. Woof! Try not to eat beef for the period cravings one. That's real. I love beef. I'll be honest. I do love me a good beef because I love burger. I like burger. I don't have beef that often though. I'm like, I remember like I had a really intense like craving at one point, and it was chocolate chip cookies, and it lasted for days. I was genuinely like, I need chocolate chip cookies right now. It was like 2 a.m. I went out to McDonald's to get 2 jumbo-sized chocolate chip cookies because I was like, I need a chocolate chip cookie right now. I was like, I can't, I'm like, I will not be able to, I was playing Portal 2, funny enough. I was like, I cannot focus. I need to get a chocolate chip cookie right now. So I'm like, I went out to, then like the middle of the night, my partner was like, be careful. I'm like, it's okay, I'm just going through the drive-thru. But it was like, it's just so funny. It's such a mood, yeah. Like, I needed chocolate chip cookies. It genuinely felt like I was going to, like, implode if I didn't. So I was like, I need this right now. Kind of wish I liked beef. I don't trust sauces, and it doesn't taste like much without sauce. At least not how my parents cook it. You don't trust sauces. You don't trust sauces. I'm really picky, okay. I'm picky, but I'm not that picky. Like, I don't trust sauces. What do you mean by you don't trust sauces? I'm not judging you, I'm fascinated. What do you mean by you don't trust sauces? What do you mean by that? As somebody who loves sauces, and I enjoy, like, sauces a lot, what do you mean by you don't trust sauces? There's dry rub. There's also dry rub. I don't like tasting new sauces. Okay. Yeah, you can season without sauces. Yeah, there is dry rub. I do prefer dry rub over, like one of my favorite ways to eat squid is, like, fried with, like, dry rub. It's one of my favorites. I don't like tasting new sauces. Okay. Interesting. What sauces do you like, then? Like, what are you, like, okay with? Stew it. True. Stew. Like, sauce, always really scared to try new sauces because it can ruin something so bad. That's a life experience, man. And then you just know that you don't like it. Or you could always just taste test the sauce before you put it on something. That's also a possibility. Yeah, exactly. You taste the sauce before you put it on the food. Exactly. Dry rub's usually better. I'm like, it really depends for me, because I do prefer, like, really saucy, like, wings. But, like, squid, I love fried squid. You'll have to try something once to know. I mean, sometimes you can try things multiple times and it can get better. Like I literally just gave the example of, like, uni. Like, I thought that, like, I hated uni, and then I had, like, actually good uni, and I was like, never mind, this is awesome. One of my favorite stories from my dad was, like, when he was younger and he told the story of how he used to hate mac and cheese. Because my aunt, his sister, bless her heart, not a good cook. My aunt is a wonderful lady. I love her to pieces. My Aunt Paula cannot cook to save her life. So when they were younger, she made him mac and cheese for lunch. And she made the mac and cheese in a way where, like, she didn't, you know how mac and like, craft dinner mac and cheese, you know how it's like you're supposed to add, like, milk or water, I guess, if you're lame. Like, you can add those, and then you add in, like, the powder, and it, like, mixes in and it makes, like, the cheese sauce. Now, she didn't add water. So she kind of just gave my dad, like, pasta, half-cooked pasta with just powder. I'm gonna say lactose. No, lactose intolerant people just tolerate it. They eat the most dairy out of all of us. But no, so she didn't put in the water, so it was basically just, like, dry powder with, like, not totally cooked pasta. And he was like, God, this is gross. Is this just what mac and cheese is supposed to be? This is awful. So then one day he went to his friend's house and they were like, oh, we're having mac and cheese for lunch. And my dad was like, oh, okay, right? Because he was like, I don't know. I feel like I won't like this, right? He's like, I've had mac and cheese before and I don't like it. But he tried this one. He was like, this is really good. He's like, what's in this? And they're like, oh, it's like, you know, it's like just like the powder and the milk. And he was like, milk. So he went back home and he went to his sister and he was like, did you not put milk when you made mac and cheese? And she was like, are you supposed to put milk in? It's like so angry at her. But yeah, Aunt Paula, bless her heart. Love that woman. Amazing woman. Cannot cook to save her life. Oh, I hate peas. I still hate peas. Tomato sauces, paprika sauces, a type of mushroom sauce, don't remember what it was, and carbonara. Carbonara's great. Other ones can't remember off the top of my head. Love mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is great. You can cook beef and tomato sauce. Oh, yeah, you totally can. Mac and cheese is the bottom line of food for me. I do not like it at all. It's my least favorite food I will eat. I don't even like cheese or pasta. They're just bad together. You're crazy! You have not had the right mac and cheese. What do you mean you don't like mac and cheese? This one I will stand on ground for. How do you not like mac and cheese? That is a nuts take. Oh, oyster sauce is great. Have you ever had Kewpie mayo? Kewpie mayo is like the king of mayo. How do you not like mac and cheese? Sorry, that Can't eat mac and cheese. It's okay. Like, that's very upsetting if you can't eat mac and cheese. I'm not gonna hate on you for that. Not liking mac and cheese, you're crazy. Had good mac and cheese before. It's still gross. You're crazy. You're nuts. You're absolutely diabolical. I don't understand how you can not like mac and cheese. I don't really like mayo. That's upsetting. Kewpie mayo is so good. You have Kewpie mayo. The Kewpie mayo is so good on so many things. You have Kewpie mayo. You fry up Spam. Like make a like a little egg puck omelet thing, and then you cut up cucumbers. You put on cut up cucumbers. Get lettuce. Toast a couple pieces of brioche bread. And then you put a slather on Kewpie mayo, tomato sauce, chipotle mayo. Put that all on between 2 slices of bread. That's my favorite thing to do with sandwiches, bro. That's it. That's the vibe. Oh, and then also, sorry, you put in a couple slices of cheddar or mozzarella, one or the other, just some kind of cheese. You just not like cheese? It's like, I love cheese, so you have no excuse. I see. Yeah, so like, omelets are great. Okay. Alright, y'all. That's 5 o'clock. Thank you all so much for joining today. This demo will be available in the Discord. Oh, I should say my spiel. First of all, thank you so much once again to our sponsor, XP Pen, who have an awesome selection of digital art tablets for both beginner and advanced artists. If you're looking for an affordable and reliable digital tablet, go browse their store. You'll find the link in the description of this video. And if you don't know too much about the channel, hey, wingcanvas.com. Oh my gosh, my windows are not working. Oh, okay. Wingcanvas.com. Check out the classes that we offer. We've got summer camps coming up. I will be teaching comics and manga for the first 2 weeks of July. So if you want to say hello, learn a bit about comics, come join that. And then we've got a bunch of other really cool classes that are going to be going on for the summer as camps. Take a look at those. This file you see in front of you will be available as a JPEG on the Discord. So join our Discord. Also have a chance to get updates on things like, you know, maybe there are opportunities, or maybe there are events that are going on, or, you know, stuff like that. Join the Discord. Talk to other people. Pretty epic. But the place that I hang out in is the members chat for our Patreon and school members. So join Patreon, join school, become a YouTube member, all of those fun little memberships, and you'll be you can have access to the secret channels in the Discord. You can get live, you can get some slots for live classes. You can get pre-recorded lessons as well. Cool and epic. Okay. Oh no, did I close the window? I'm a fool! Hang on. I had the window open to check for the next streams and stuff. My fault, gang. Hang on. On Monday, I'm pretty sure you guys... What do you guys have? Monday, you guys have Josh. Josh is going to be animating with you guys. He's going to be animating a side-scrolling video game character with you guys. So, you'll have Josh this Monday. And then next week, Saturday, you guys will have Iggy. Iggy is going to be finishing his old stream art. So join him for that stream, and he'll be finishing some stuff that he hadn't finished in previous streams before that. But yes, thank you all so much for joining me today. And I'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. Au revoir. Bye-bye.